All right, so welcome to week 7, differentiation and accommodation. And if you watched the lecture here, it talked about guided reading and small group instruction and NewsELA. In this tutorial, we're going to be going over how to actually use NewsELA, and it's going to be worthwhile because it's something you could incorporate across the different subject areas and at different levels. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up into newsela.com. And when you go to NewsELA, you're going to make your own account. I'm already signed in. When you make your account, you can make your account as a student. And once you're in and you have everything set up, you could click here at the NewsELA button and it takes you to the home page. And how I first want you to understand NewsELA, or the first part I want you to understand, is that NewsELA is like a regular news source website, and it's constantly updating every day with new articles. But the impressive part of NewsELA and what it allows us to do as educators is that we can actually share that same article at many different levels. So this one just happened. It came out on the 5th. The Lakers signed a deal with LeBron, and let's say that this is maybe 7th grade reading. Well, these levels here, these Lexile levels, correspond with grade levels, and I'm not sure exactly what the 1040 is. I think that's about 7th, 8th grade. So this text here is at about the 7th or 8th grade level. But say in your class you have a student who's reading at 3rd grade level, this 570 corresponds with that level. So what that means is you can have kids from different reading levels reading and accessing the exact same content, and you don't have to dumb down the reading, or you don't have to pick a textbook that that might embarrass the student, because if you're thinking it's 8th grade and you have a kid that's reading at 3rd grade level, typically the 3rd grade level books are going to be books with big pictures that are appealing to 8-year-old kids, but not this. This is updated, relevant, and at their instructional level. Now, if you go up here into news, you can actually see the different types of topics. So if you're teaching science, you could look through science articles. If you are doing some type of art, let's see. But here in the text sets, they have a lot more things that you can check out. It has, let's see, cultivating close reading, and I clicked on that there, and no results. It happens. So let's see, text sets for science, endangered species. And what this does here, what a text set is this is like a collection of books that, this is a collection of text that we can actually read through it. So maybe this is something that we read through one day, something that we read through another day, or maybe you have kids reading different ones for different purposes. But let's see, so this one's about polar bears. And then again, you can go through it, read the article at the different levels. But let me see if I can find something else, because there's another little piece here that I like. So I'm back into latest news, and I'm just looking at the different articles. And there's some that I'm looking for that stand out to have a little ES. Let's see. So this one here, Antarctica's ice is melting, and you see that little ES right there. What the ES means is that they also have the article in Spanish. So let's see. Ice is melting and scientists agree the loss is critical. So this is something that you would be reading at about the middle school level. I believe it would be in 7th grade science or 6th grade science as well. So you can have kids reading it at the 6th grade level, 5th, 6th grade level. You could have them reading it at about the 3rd grade level. Maybe you have the student who just came into the country, our newcomer, and that student could read in Spanish. You could also have the student read at their different levels in Spanish. So now, in this way, with these articles, you're giving every student access to the same piece of information, and at the same time teaching to the standard that you're supposed to be teaching. So what you're going to be doing for this for the points here on your tech quest, on your tech quest you don't have something specifically for NewsELA. So what I'm going to have you do is in your sheet you are going to pick anything that has 15 points, and you're just going to rename it. So I'm going to call this one differentiating with NewsELA. So I went in there in week 6. You could choose week 5, week 6, 7, 8, and it has 15 points. Make sure I give it the yes, and so now I have the points for it. And that mine is line 40. Yours might be something a little bit different. And how you're going to put it on your tech quest is you're going to go in. Let's see. I'm going to give it my title. I'm going to call this one, let's see, what was it again? Line 40. Oops, line 40. Differentiating instruction with NewsELA, and I'm going to make it a title. No, that's too big. I'm thinking I'm using the headings. So I'm going to make it a heading. I'm going to select my article here. And Antarctica's ice is melting, and scientists agree the loss is critical. I'm going to just place the link there. And then I could choose which one I want to use. I want to use this one here. Insert. And then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be typing, let's go for about 3, 4, 5 sentences about how you can actually use this piece of technology in your classroom. So let's see, differentiating instruction with NewsELA, and I'll assume that this was 6th grade when I was teaching. So let's see, I can use NewsELA in my class to have all the students gain access to the curriculum in a meaningful exercise. Meaningful exercise. Let's see, NewsELA can help me facilitate small group instruction because all of the children can be reading from the same article, but at their own level, including different levels in Spanish. NewsELA also contains content that is relevant to math, history, and science. So type it up, give it a little bit of something, make it meaningful. How can you use this in your class? How can this make your class better? Ultimately, how can you make sure that you improve the learning for everybody? Make sure you publish at the end, and that is that. Thank you very much.